Hi, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's doing good today. It's Saturday, January 6th. Currently, it's 38 degrees. High today's 44. Chance of rain 95%. And winds are at 6 mile per hour. It makes it feel like 34 right now. So, been a little more windy than usual lately. I don't know what's going on with that, but it makes it colder, you know. Today, I went for my infusion yesterday, and I had a walk, out and about with Mike and Joyce, so I went ahead and sent that out. So today I'll have the infusion. It was kind of a messed up day. Um, Sometime in the past, it's been about 2 years ago. It was when I don't know if it was right when the pandemic started or anyway, they started having them instead of at the cancer center, they started having them over at the hospital. And then the hospital got overrun with patients with COVID, and then they moved us back over to the regional cancer center. And then it's been over there it's almost 2 years now since we had to go across the street. And of course, nobody said anything to me. I checked in and had my blood work done, and nobody said they're having it over there. So I assumed, everything was just like normal. And Joy drops me off, So she dropped me off and went in, and they said, "Oh, we're over across the street now again. So you need to go over there." And I said, "What? I can't walk over there." I said, my wife dropped me off, and I said, she's not even home yet by now. And I said, I'd have to call her and her come back. I said, nobody, mentioned it to me or anything, or I'd have known to go over there. And they were nice enough. The manager of the, cancer center took me in her own car across the street. I thought that was really nice. I thanked her very much for that. So that saved us a lot of trouble. But like I said, they should have had a note or something posted, on like an 8x10 posted saying, all infusions will be across the street at I think it's the surgery center or the heart health center. They're like both in the same area. And I've been over there before because, had surgery a lot. I had to go through the surgery wing. But so, I was definitely late getting started. And then everything's slower at the hospital. It takes more time. And it took probably a half hour or so to get checked in. I don't know, I guess they admit you as like an outpatient. And that was like another half hour, and I was already a half hour late, so it was quite a long time. The only good thing about the hospital is they'll give you whatever is the meal of the day or whatever. You don't get to like pick off of a menu or anything, and I'm not picky. It's nice of them to do that. I get a box lunch across the street, and I don't think they have facilities to make stuff, like meals. But yeah, so as soon as I came in and got my room, and they're like a little more private room, they're like a regular room almost, instead of having to be with 4 or 5 other people. I think there's 5 that can be in that one room that I'm usually in. So it's a little more privacy, and stuff. And they gave me the meal as soon as I sat down. I was like, wow, this is great, because I hadn't eaten anything. I was starved to death. And it was like a chicken stir fry type thing. She mentioned sesame chicken, but I didn't see any sesame seeds, if that's what's supposed to be on sesame chicken. But anyway, it was pretty good. A lot of the hospital's food's kind of bland, but I put a little salt and pepper on it. I don't usually do much salting of anything. And but it was pretty good. It had like yellow squash and zucchini and green beans, and I think maybe some onion or something in it. And it was over rice, and it's pretty good. It had some mandarin oranges too. So It's pretty nice. So I did a video, is what I'm getting around to, and you'll see it on the video. Now, yeah, I like the box lunches, but you know, when you get something like this, it's extra special. The only thing I was hoping is on Fridays they used to have fish fry with stuff like coleslaw and stuff, and beans, or pinto beans, I think, and stuff. And she said they don't have the fish fry no more on Friday. So I was like, oh heck, because I love that. It's really good. So yeah, I'll have a video today, and it'll be different in that it's at a different place, you know, and I was able to talk. I won't talk really loud in the one where everybody's in one room. I won't talk very loud in there, you know, out of respect for them. But I was able to talk much louder, you know, in the room that has more privacy and stuff. So yeah, it was nice. They had a TV in there, but I couldn't get the sound to turn up. So you can watch the TV, but there was no sound. Everything I tried, and I know how to work a remote. It wouldn't turn up. I mean, it would, even if you turned it up, you'd see it would go up. It wouldn't. The sound wouldn't. So I guess they want you to watch it. They just don't want you to play it loud or something. You know, I don't know. Maybe if I get another room, the sound will work on the TV next time. So, because, yeah, they're going to be over there for a while. What they're doing is they're remodeling the cancer center. So that takes quite a while, of course. You know, anything you work on at a hospital takes forever. I mean, they work on. Okay, we've got what's for dinner tonight. We still got some of these onion rolls, onion hamburger buns, or whatever you want to call them. And I got a lot of that Private Selection ground chuck. And so I'm going to make some cheeseburgers and fries tonight. Yep, that'll be good. Always is. Homemade cheeseburgers are the best. Okay, so we got jokes of the day. And I'm starting to feel a little, like I said, I get, just feel really tired and like I've been beat up or something. You know, I'm sore all over, kind of. It affects my my legs a little bit and stuff like that. Sometimes my voice will get hoarse and stuff too. So I don't know what causes that, but it's worth it. You know, the side effects are well worth it keeping me out of the hospital. So anyway, let's see here. This one's called Ever See a Catfish? Tom, did you ever see a catfish? Joe, sure. Tom, how did it hold the rod? Okay. This is the real meaning of hotel slogans. Old world charm, no bath. Options galore, nothing is included in the itinerary. No extra fees, no extras. Nominal fee, outrageous charge. Standard, substandard. Deluxe, standard. Superior, one free shower cap. Cozy, small. All the amenities, 2 free shower caps. Plush, top and bottom sheets. Thought of the day, a PhD in monsters and ghouls. Yes, you too can now have a PhD in the field of monsters and ghouls. Students pursuing their doctorate in parapsychology at the University of Edinburgh in the United Kingdom will come across monsters and ghouls of the real life as they study the beliefs of the paranormal as well as past accounts of paranormal activity. Okay. Now, let's find trivia time. I saw it somewhere. Down here. Where was it? Well, where'd it go? Whoops, I pressed this one. I don't know why I did that. Let me pause this a second. Okay, here we go. This one, I don't know if it's it doesn't say what like it's all about, but the first question is, what item did the children need to enter Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? A piece of golden candy, a silver ring, a postcard, a golden ticket. I remember that one kid in it, in the original one. I'd like to see the new one, but in the original one, that one kid ate like 400 candy bars till he got one, I think. I mean, it showed him eating tons of them. I don't know how many exactly. I'm going to say a golden ticket was inside the bar, a candy bar. Answer. You got to press answer on this one. Yeah, that's it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is a 1971 American musical fantasy film directed by Mel Stewart and starring Gene Wilder as candy maker Willy Wonka. It is an adaptation of the 1964 novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. Okay, we all know about it, pretty much. Everybody's probably seen the original one. Okay, which of these dinosaurs' name means swift thief? Triceratops, Velociraptor, Spinosaurus, Brachiosaurus. Okay, swift thief. And I think I know it just because of Jurassic Park. I want to say it's a Velociraptor. Answer. Yeah, I'm right. Velociraptor, which means swift thief, is a genus of small dromaeosaurid dinosaur that lived in Asia during the late Cretaceous epoch, about 75 million to 71 million years ago. It doesn't really say much about it after that. It talks about some other kind. Okay, now. Yeah, I learned a lot about dinosaurs through Jurassic Park movies. What tower did Galileo allegedly climb to prove his theory? Tower of Pisa, Tower of Jericho, Galata Tower, not gelato, Gelata, Eiffel Tower. Okay, Galileo. I think Galileo might have been a little before the Eiffel Tower. I could be wrong. What tower did he? There's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, Tower of Jericho. I think that was way back, but I'm not sure about Galata Tower. I'm going to say Tower of Pisa. Hey, I'm right. Okay. According to legend, in 1590, Galileo Galilei climbed the Leaning Tower of Pisa and dropped 2 weights from the top, with consequences that overturned centuries-old beliefs about what makes things move. At the time, centuries of dogma based on the teachings of Aristotle and plain common sense insisted that the heavier of the 2 weights would hit the ground first. Yet, as Galileo showed in a series of clever, if less than spectacular demonstrations, common sense and ancient Greek philosophers are not always trustworthy in the case of falling weights. The heavier one does not hit the ground faster than the light ones. Okay, they strike the ground together. So I learned something there. That's pretty cool. Okay, next question. I got 3 right. What type of cloud is thin and feathery? I don't know if that's it, but contrails, altocumulus, stratus, cirrus. I don't think it's now, you know what? Do they consider contrails clouds? Isn't that what comes out of like planes and stuff? Jets and altocumulus, stratus, cirrus, and contrails. Really, contrails do look that way. So I'm going to say it, but I might be wrong. It might be a trick. Nope, it's cirrus. So that tricked me a little. Okay, let's see. Cirrus clouds are delicate, feathery clouds that are made mostly of ice crystals. Okay, their wispy shape comes from wind currents which twist and spread the ice crystals into strands. All clouds are made up of basically the same thing, water droplets or ice crystals that float in the sky. Okay, I learned something there. Where in the U.S. did the English settle their first permanent colony? Maine, New Jersey, Virginia, Florida. Did the U.S. did the English settle their first permanent colony? Wow. For some reason, I want to say Maine. Whether I'm right or wrong, I just want. Nope, that's wrong. It is Virginia. In December 6, 1606, the journey to Virginia began on 3 ships, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery. In 1607, 104 English men and boys arrived in North America to start a settlement. On May 13th, they picked Jamestown, Virginia for their settlement, which was named after their king, James I. The settlement became the first permanent English settlement in North America. Okay, I learned something there. I was thinking Maine for some reason. So 3 right and 2 wrong. What is the central organ of the cardiovascular system in vertebrates? Lung, heart, skin, kidney. Central organ of the cardiovascular system. Well, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it just logically it sounds like it would be the heart. Okay, I got that one right. The cardiovascular system in all vertebrates consists of the heart and blood vessels. The heart is a muscular organ in most animals. This organ pumps blood through the blood vessels of the circulatory system. Just talk some more about it. According to Guinness World Records, what is the longest movie ever? The Cure for Insomnia, 24-Hour Psycho, The Journey, Shoah, S-H-O-A-H. The longest movie ever. You know, I don't really recognize any of these. Wow. I don't know. I'm going to guess The Cure for Insomnia just because it sounds funny. Hey, I'm right. Let's see. Guinness World Records says the longest film ever is The Cure for Insomnia, released in 1987. The 85-hour experimental film was directed by John Henry Timmis IV. It was played in its entirety from January 31 to February 3 at 1987 at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, according to the Guinness World Records. The film does not have a distinct plot and features L.D. Groban reciting his poem of 4,080 pages, interspliced with X-rated film footage and rock music videos. Man, okay. Well, I don't want to see that then. All right, let's see. Next question. Of these presidents, who was the oldest when they took office? James Monroe, Gerald Ford, Harry S. Truman, Ronald Reagan. Who was the oldest when they took office? James Monroe, Gerald Ford. I don't think Gerald was. Harry Truman. Oh my goodness. I know Ronald Reagan was pretty old, but Harry Truman was as well. I'm not sure about James Monroe. I don't think it's Gerald Ford. I'm going to say Ronald Reagan. Might be wrong. I got it. Okay. The oldest presidents to take office were Donald Trump in 2017, 70 years and 220 days, and Ronald Reagan in 1981, 69 years and 340 days, until the most recent election saw Joe Biden, 78 years, 61 days, become the oldest man to ever become president by a margin of almost 8 years. Historically, there is little correlation between age and electability, and the past 5 presidents have included the 2 oldest to take office and 2 of the youngest. Well, it said Ronald Reagan, I guess until recently then, because Ronald Reagan was just 69, almost 70. So I don't know, it's kind of confusing. Okay, I got 6 right and 2 wrong. What U.S. state flag has different images on each side? Oregon, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Georgia. Has different images on each side. Oh my goodness, I'm not for sure about this. I'm going to say Oklahoma. No, it's Oregon. A number of U.S. state flags based on the military colors of local militias originally had different designs on the obverse and reverse, but the expense and complexity of their manufacture gradually led to their replacement by simpler banners. Okay, last one. What U.S. state allows NASA astronauts to vote from outer space? Mississippi, Washington, West Virginia, Texas. Well, seeing as how they do a lot of the, blasting off in Texas, I'm going to say Texas. Yeah, right. In 1997, the Texas legislature passed a bill that allowed NASA astronauts to vote from space. That year, NASA astronaut David Wolf became the first American to vote from space on the Mir space station. So I ended up with 7 right today and 3 wrong. These were kind of tough. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed morning coffee break today. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Definitely check out my infusion video today. It's different because we're in a different place, and I got a upgraded meal, I guess you'd say. So check it out later on, everybody. Have a great day, and God bless.